Hello, everyone. This is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and I have got some bad news for you if you are a high school student, particularly if you are a high school student in Sacramento, my hometown. I love Sacramento. Because if you are a high school student in Sacramento, you can no longer get Postmates or DoorDash delivered to your school. I am so not kidding. According to an article by the Sacramento Bee. This is so great. I love talking about stories, especially when it relates home. Granite Bay High School, which I guess technically was my rival high school, but you know what? Whatever. It's still Granite Bay High School. Their principal, what's his name? Principal Jennifer Layton has put a stop to Postmates and DoorDash delivering food to the high school. I quote her, "We can't manage it and we shouldn't manage it. It's not our job to find a kid and make sure he knows his lunch is here." We had to stop what we were doing, check them in, and find the kid whose food it was. We're not equipped to deal with that. It's a disruption. And you know what? She's absolutely right. It is a disruption. And here's the thing. I have delivered food to high schools before, and I have to tell you, after I pick up the food and I find out that I'm going to a high school, my blood turns to ice. I hate delivering to high schools because you don't know where the kids are, the staff don't know what to do, and in fact, some cases, the kids will buy food and they will put in the notes, "I don't get out till this time," and they will expect you to wait. Well, no, I'm not going to wait. I am not going to wait an hour and a half for class to get out. I'm going to show up and I'm going to start the clock. And if you are not here by the time that clock is out, I am keeping the food, I'm keeping your money, and I am moving the heck on. And of course, a lot of high school kids don't tip. I mean, where are they getting money to pay $7 for delivery? I don't know, but they're not going to tip. Trust me on this. So, Granite Bay High School, to my knowledge, is the first high school to actually put a stop to this. And yes, it's also disruption because what if the food gets there and class isn't out? It does, then what do? Does the driver just stand around the principal's office? They just sit there and kind of look at the principal and like, "So, never thought I'd be in this room again." No. Principal Layton has done the correct thing. These are kids. They shouldn't have credit cards. They shouldn't be having this food delivered in the first place. And here's the other thing. Even though they don't state this, I think the school cafeteria has a lot to do with it. Because here's the thing. The school cafeteria, at least when I went to high school, had food from Pizza Hut and Taco Bell and KFC. Pretty much a lot of the Yum Brands food. And they had vending machines. And of course, people could bring their own lunch to school, but there was the cafeteria lunches as well. There was food that the school could sell, and I have no doubt the school profits at least a little bit from that food sold. And to have Postmates and DoorDash bringing outside food onto campus and depriving people who might be spending money on food from giving it to the school, I'm sure that also factored into this equation. But the key thing is, I do think that the fact it was a distraction and that basically the staff just did not know how to deal with these delivery boys coming in to deliver food to students that they didn't know who those students were or what class they were in or where they were going. I'm sure that had a lot to do with it, but I'm sure the cafeteria also had a lot to do with it. So is this a blow for the food delivering services? Maybe. It's going to cost them a little bit of business, but it probably won't cost them a super lot of business. And you will find out exactly why in a future video I will be posting in a day or two. There's so many news stories coming up that I'm actually filming several videos in a row and just uploading 2 or 3 a day to kind of keep it even and bouncing them out so that it's you don't have just 2 days of nothing but Uber and stuff like that. So who knows when you'll see that story, but bottom line, Postmates in particular, Postmates and Grubhub are doing especially well these days, so this can't hurt them too much. But if you're in Granite Bay High School, first of all, your football team sucks. It really does. And secondly, I'm sorry, you can't get food delivered anymore. Go to the cafeteria or make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and bring it with you to school yourself. So anyway, is there anyone from Sacramento watching this? I'd like to know. Anyone from Granite Bay High School watching this? Shout out. I'm more of a Del Campo person myself, but to each their own. And comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.